a little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. What a way to finish your season in paradise and perhaps with a victory in the Hawaii Bowl. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Florida Atlantic races to the line. Burrowing for yardage. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
And that's frustrating, and that's a frustrating sign for this defense early, man. You want to set the tone physically up front, and third down and short, and you're nowhere to be found. And they easily get that first down, gaining some momentum and really establishing the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he gets it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. The Rainbow Warriors offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And coming out now, Pofele Ashla. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
And the Rainbow Warriors are facing third and inches. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught, it's Harris. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors are marching down the field. On the ground with the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Brown. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Rainbow Warriors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
The Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's got it on the move. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Bernard. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Swamped immediately. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Holds on, it's Harris. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Using his legs, it's Rice.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Running inside, it's Rice. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Big guy smells it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Owls want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Hits inside. It's Rice. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Pushes ahead. Got an alley. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, it's Rice. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Extending the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. RPO complete. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Between the hashes, it's Henry. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Hawaii calls it 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick give. It's Rice. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. No huddle here for the offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Escapes the pressure going right. And he gets rid of it.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not thrown from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that
unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Finally, This offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of this drive. Moving out to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And
he'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Reese, talk about drawing a plum assignment. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways this Hawaii Bowl has lived up to expectations. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Hawaii Bowl.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Before we kick off the 2nd half, Ollie Rowe, what do you have?
The Rainbow Warriors head coach told me at halftime he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Drag down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
That one's not even close.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Sells to fake. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Henry. Hits the crease. The 20. Inside. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Turns it upfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The fake wants to throw. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Brown. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Rush is on. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After run, now throw. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Straight ahead, it's Barfield. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on first and goal. Flush to the left. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And and they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for it.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Makes the grab. It's Messer. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Second down, going to throw it. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On play action. Fires to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Finds his man on the RPO. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that lap.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the the midfield stripe at the 49.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Here's a throw downfield late. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw one first. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Johnson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Long way to go on second down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another incompletion on third down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.